Hello everybody, I am the Blunt Claw Lizard. My father recently asked me to find out why his desktop computer occasionally shows the blue screen of death. I did not know where to start, but I decided to install Crystal Disk Info into his computer. When I opened Crystal Disk Info in his computer, I saw this result, which implies that the HDD, which is known as the hard disk drive in his computer, is dying. I told my father that his computer's HDD is dying, but he was reluctant to accept my advice. He told me to perform software fixes such as rolling back recent Windows updates, but the blue screen still appeared in his monitor. One day, a blue screen happened to his computer and he told me to look at it. I took a picture of it and saw that the stop code of the blue screen is unexpected store exception. A quick search online revealed that unexpected store exception usually indicates that the HDD of a computer is faulty. My father's computer had only one HDD, which was the only storage device in his computer at the time. My father finally decided to ask me to buy the hardware required to fix and upgrade his computer. He is not a gamer, but he wants his computer to be fast in addition to having a lot of storage space. I prepared a parts list for him and the total cost of the upgrades were 412 ringgits, which is around 98.26 United States dollars during the time of this recording. The upgrades included a 1 TB Seagate Barracuda HDD, Windows 10 home license key, a 128 GB Silicon Power A55M.2 SATA SSD, also known as a solid-state drive, and a 4 GB Kingston KVR26N19S6/4 DDR4 DIMM RAM with a speed of 2666 MHz. Time for some upgrade montage. I first disconnected every cable from my father's computer, lay the computer down on its side, removed a thumb screw from one side of the computer, and removed the computer's side panel. I knew that the motherboard had an M.2 SATA slot, which was why I did not buy an M.2 NVMe SSD for the computer. Then I inserted the SSD into the M.2 slot of the motherboard. Only a gentle push was required to slide the SSD into the slot. I mounted the SSD in place with a special screw that came with the motherboard for the purpose of mounting an M.2 SSD. I used a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten the screw. I had to unplug the SATA data cable and SATA power connector cable from the faulty HDD before I remove it. I just had to remove 2 screws with a big Phillips head screwdriver to remove the faulty HDD. Then I slid the new HDD into the computer. I could only mount the new HDD with 1 screw. The job is easier if I use a big Phillips head screwdriver. Then I plugged a SATA power connector cable from the power supply unit and a SATA data cable from the motherboard into the new HDD. Then I inserted the new RAM stick into an empty DIMM slot on the motherboard. I have to push down on at least one of the levers beside the DIMM slot to unlock the slot and allow me to slide the RAM stick into the DIMM slot. Then I closed the side panel of the computer. It did take me a while to do this. I secured, locked, or securely locked the side panel in place with a thumb screw. After that, I inserted my USB flash drive with the Windows 10 installer into a front USB port of the computer. Does the computer turn on? Yes, it does. The new RAM works. The new SSD works. The new HDD works.
Alright, let's see how long does my father's computer take to turn on with the upgrades. 3, 2, 1. Less than 26 seconds.
Second test after installing AMD drivers, not sure if it affects boot times. The computer could turn on, boot into Windows, and enter the desktop in less than 24 seconds.